Alright, everyone. Good morning. Never mind, good afternoon. God damn it. I wanted to wake up earlier, but my plans were foiled by a bed that was too nice to lie in. So let me just do some boilerplating here. 22.txt. And then we can start. Through the grapevine, I heard that today is not that difficult, which I'm not complaining about. Namespace std main. The answer is 1 if Dutch, then go to 1. That's a nice infinite loop there, Mike. Are you sure you're a programmer? Hey, look, schedules are more of a suggestion. I genuinely did want to start on time today, but with my sleep schedule the way it is, I also don't want to ruin myself. But I would like to start on time tomorrow at least, and then after that I would like to start the day after tomorrow, overmorrow. I think the old English term was. Who sleeps? Yeah, Mr. 5 hours of sleep. Anyway, day 22. We're actually starting at the bottom again. It's a miracle. I'm so efficient. I don't even need an end. Let's see. It only takes a few hours of sailing the ocean for boredom to sink in. Fortunately, we brought a small deck of space cards. No, not this again. You'd like to play a game of combat, and there's even an opponent available. A small crab that climbed aboard your raft. It doesn't take long to teach the crab the rules. Before the game starts, split the cards so each player has their own deck. Then the game consists of a series of rounds. Both players draw their top card, and the player with the highest value cards wins the round. The winner keeps both cards placed on the bottom of their own deck, so that the winner's card is above the other card. Overmore should be used, it isn't. Yeah, welcome to Dutch and German, which still have it. And an inferior English lags behind. Let's see, if this causes players to have all the cards, they win and the game ends. Consider the following starting decks. Yeah. You can calculate the winning score. The bottom card on the deck is worth the value of card multiplied by 1, etc, etc, etc. Yeah, top cards multiplied by 10. Huh. Interesting. So this is a fairly... This seems something that's very iterative, and this is very fast in C++. It's such a nifty word, can say, yeah, the day after tomorrow in one word. I mean, the English used to have it, they just don't anymore. So, we'll have two vector ints. It's called player 1 and vector int player 2. Yeah, overmorgen. We have it. I'm not sure if vector would work. I think I need a deck here, which is a doubly linked list. Yeah, I think I'll need a deck. Yes, we actually have that eergisteren. We have an undermorrow. We have that too. And here you go. This is what I want. Pop back, pop front. We have a word for the day before yesterday. Eergisteren. Which is like... Eer doesn't really mean anything on its own. And gisteren is just yesterday. So we just kind of do yesterday, and that conveys the meaning. And we can have an operator. That's not what that means. Oh wait, undermorrow. That's just That's just today. What? Like I'm not very okay. I'm a bit awake. Yeah. So we want a deck, and I want like pop front. So the deck is a doubly linked list. That's all it is. And if you don't know what a doubly linked list is, wow, you're not a nerd. That's a surprise. It basically is it's a doubly linked list, so you're allowed to remove elements from any side. So I can now remove the front, which is great, and I'll pop up on the back. We have Vorgestern. Although, technically a deck is also a circular list. Because I think begin is connected to the back. I'm not entirely sure, because then I would just have to insert. But I think it's better to just not do that. V is not W. What? Same thing. It's not Vorgestern. Yes, I know, Baz. It's Vorgestern. Alright, let's actually start coding this. So we can ignore the first line because it's player. So we do string X. So we do while out. While input X. Want to play some? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I love it. Yeah, I know it's misspelled inputs. The only DLLs I like are the library kind. What? What do you want about? Oh, please don't fucking tell me we have to do... No, don't tell me we're gonna have to do fucking that in part 2. I really hope I don't. I don't want to do that. Although, no, wait, because we actually have an input deck now, and they can't change that? Or they could say something like, you get a new deck, it gets copied, oh, it's infinitely long. Oh, hamster, no, please don't do this to me. I know what a DDL is, but why would you, why is it relevant at all? Alright, so the first one we discard. We'll see in a bit, I guess. So this discards the first line. And these are going to be ints, so we'll do int n. Actually, I could just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just do it 5 times. You said double linked list DLL. That's... Like, no one would have gotten that, Mike. Yeah, but I wouldn't know that you were talking about my doubly linked list. Let's see. Inputs n player 1 dot push back. So we can also push front, but we do push back, of course. N. And then what we get is 2 empty. 1. Oh, wait a minute. I think... Yeah, we should do this slightly different. Yeah, we'll do this slightly different. Did you lose your nerd card? No, it's... Jesus. People are horrible, you know that? Need to do this slightly different. Yeah, and then we just do string to int x, and this will be like let's see, yeah, if line. Not no, continue. What are you complaining about? There we go. Alright, and then we actually do, if it's, we just need to find out player 1, and we know that, so just do bool player 2. Look, I just don't want to believe. That's what I'm saying. Just don't. I don't want that. I mean, even a number. Well, and we just do p2 equals p2. If it's already p2, we do false. Otherwise, it's true. This flips it around. So now I can just do if p2, not p2, else. You were literally linked last year's modulo math. Yeah, that's what I thought. I saw the space cards and I thought, oh god, no, not again. I just kind of ignored it, hoping that it wouldn't matter, but... Oh well. Let's do here, something 4. This is just some quick seeing if I did it correctly. It'll just print them all in sequence, so don't worry, it'll look horrible. Yeah, debug mode, please. What are you complaining about? Oh, I just need to put in the debug mode and they'll tell me. Oh, I know. It's already main is already defined. There we go. Nine two six three one 584 710. Perfect. So that was expected at work, and now we do a game. A game, yes. So we just do a while true. Just we're gonna break out of this when one of the lists is empty. So we do a round. So a round seems fairly simple. What card gets put on top, right? Plays 9, plays 5, and it gets put 9, 5. So I think there's a way to shift a deck, which is what I'd like to do. Sure, you can die when Nitro finishes a full Bob's modded Factio MP with you. Oh god, that's never gonna happen. I think there's a way to swap. Sorry, to shift. CPP shift deck. CPP shift deck. Yeah, it's just exactly what I thought. You pop both and then you push it back in the winner one. So int p1 card equals player 1 dot pop front. Int p2 card equals player 2 dot pop front. What are you complaining about? Oh, does pop front not return the value? Huh. Well, I guess that's not very complicated to solve then, but still annoying. Because we just do player 1 0 player 1 0. Nah, Mike, you're not horrible. You're just you know, old people humor and such. And then we simply do if P1 card is over P2 card. So if it's then we do player 1 dot push back first our own, so the higher one, P1 card, and then we do player 1 dot push back P2 card. Else we basically do it in reverse, and for the other one. So we do player 2, and it'll be P2, P1. So this is all the logic. It's very little, which is great. And now we just need to do, hey, if player 1 dot length size equals 0, or player 2 dot size equals 0. Yeah. Then we break. Then we do I should probably remove this at the end, but not well. And then I simply do the score thing, which is where we, yeah, so size, so do for int I equals 0, I is less than player, well, winner dot size, I plus plus, yeah, there we go, int answer. It's kids on the new block. No, something else. Codename Kids Next Door Operation Video Game. That's it. And Shadow helpfully said that the speedrun is 2 hours, which means nothing to me. You poor boy. What do you mean, poor boy? Anyway, we can do this fairly. It's like, that must be a shadow. Of course, it's a shadow game. And then we just need to do this one, which is gonna be answer plus equals winner of I times winner dot size minus I. I suspect part 1 is going to be the warm-up for... It's always the warm-up for part 2. So 306. Don't think that's the right answer. It is. Alright, so let's do our proper inputs. You lost to the small crab. Fortunately, crabs aren't very good at recursion. To defend your honor as a raft captain, you challenge the small crab to a game of recursive combat. So you have the same starting decks. It consists of a series of rounds with few changes. Before either player deals a card, if there was a previous round in which this game that had the exact same cards in the same order in the same player's decks, the game instantly ends in a win for player 1. Wait. Before either player deals a card, if there was a previous round in this game with exactly the same cards in the same order, you win. Otherwise, this round's card must be in a new configuration, which makes sense. The players begin the rounds by each drawing the top card. If they have at least as many cards remaining as the value, the winner of the round is determined by playing a new game recursive combat. Otherwise, at least one player must not have enough cards in their deck left to recurse. The winner of the round is the player with the higher value card. This is advent of reading comprehension, that's for sure. As in regular combat, the winner of the round, even if they won by winning a sub-game, takes the 2 cards dealt at the beginning of the round and places them at the bottom of their own deck. Again, so that the winner's card is above the other card. Yeah, note that the winner's card might be lower valued if they won the round. So I'll need to determine the winner a little bit different, which is fine. If collecting cards by winning round causes player to have all of the cards, they win and the game ends. During a round of recursive combat, if both players have at least as many cards in the against the number of cards they just dealt, the winner of the round is determined by recursing it to a sub-game of recursive combat. Jesus Christ, it is extremely reading heavy. For example, player 1 draws a 3 card and player 2 draws a 7 card. This would occur if at least 3 and player 2 has at least 7. If at least as many. You're going to a sub-game. To play a sub-game, each player creates a new deck by making a copy of the next cards in their deck. The quantity of the cards as copies is equal to the number of cards they drew to trigger the sub-game. To play a sub-game, each player creates a new deck by making a copy of the next cards. I assume that just means everything except for the one they're holding. Yeah, that makes sense, of course. During this sub-game, the game that is triggered is the hold on and completely unaffected. Wait. No cards removed from the player's deck to form the sub-game. Yeah, the next 3 cards. Okay, so it makes a copy of the next n elements. Is the primary game. Oh god. Wins 1 round, yeah, so you have to win. So, let's see, when do you recurse? Let's see. Yeah, if at least many cards from against the value of the card they just drew. So that's the determination for getting into a sub-game. Which won't happen here because there's no 9 cards left. There are 2 here, but there's no 8 cards left. So you basically wait until that's valid. And that happens, yeah, because he has 4 cards, and he drew a 5. So basically we do the pop back, and then before we add it in here, you play a sub-game, and that sounds about right. You need to make sure it has a copy and not a reference. And here 4 and 3 are valid. So now they need to play a sub-game, so yeah, so here, this win condition will be determined by a function, and that'll be returned by this. And then you play the sub-game with the sub-deck, yeah. And then they, so the rule about when you have a previous, that's a difficult one. So somehow I need to keep track of all previous sets. So I might want to hash that. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. And just keep a hash of the game, and then return the value of that win or loss round. Or I think there's like a win condition for that. So that's not very complicated. Just have to write a custom hasher for that. But we did it before, it'll be easy to adapt. Yeah, I just need a tuple. So basically gonna have a vector that we're hashing. That's fine. We'll just use an unordered map. Yeah, that'll work. Right, so you play another game. It's game 2, and then just play. And then you win, because at no point the other condition ever gets triggered. Yeah. The winner of game 2 is player 2, and player 2 wins round 9 of game 1. And then you carry on with those rounds. And they need to play a sub-game. So it's recursive, but they aren't all prime numbers. But I have a feeling that it's still gonna matter. Yeah. Nice. Overflows. Okay, so now we need to do recursive combat. So we have to implement these 3 rules, especially this one will be annoying, which is probably good to have as a test, because I think that, oh, that's very annoying. What's the completion time for today for the first 100 people? I can't imagine it's super fast, because this is a complicated rule to implement. So what do we do to make a function? 20, really? 20 minutes? I'm impressed. So a boolean, which basically is one of play a game, kids, and it'll be passed to deck. So we pass it to deck P1, P2, and we make this locals, and we just copy this, and let's see. See if Nitro can do dodge 2 mistakes I made. We'll have to see. And then we need to return. God, so there's a few win conditions which you'll need to implement, which is going to be annoying. Yeah, we just return the one that doesn't have a 0 size. So return. So we do true if player 1 wins. Yeah, that's some kind of instructions, all right. So if player 1 is larger, so we just do return p1.size over p2.size. There we go. This is not proper yet. I know that. I just want to make sure that part 1 works with this code. So what we do is we do bool win. Let's see, p1 victory equals play game of player 1, comma player 2. There we go. Is it insert mode? No. Pick up some art. Yeah, sure, have fun. So now we should get the exact same answer, which was, I don't know, 4 digits, something. I'll figure it out. You starting? What? Is it not doing anything? Oh, I know why. It of course you need to pass a reference here. Oh, I am doing this. So here we need to actually pass a reference. An L value. I had this before. I don't remember how that exactly worked. No, even then it should... So what happens here is that these get modified, but you don't actually get... you don't actually get, like, the... whatchamacallit. You don't actually get these back, so these, it passes a copy, and I wanted to pass a reference. And I thought it was an AND to do there, but I guess it doesn't want to see that. Yeah, and then I can do, oh yeah, pass the AND, which is a reference, but it complains about... initial value of CPP initial reference of non-const. I think it like passes begin or something. Loads consts. Maybe I should use a pointer instead of a reference? No, because then you're pointing to the memory and not to that. So that makes sense to me, but... yeah. Declare x constant, but we are gonna modify it. Oh, we're not gonna modify... oh, no. I think it's complaining that you can't modify a const, but I thought you just couldn't modify the where it points to. It says don't use it, but I'm kind of used to everything being passed being a reference and not a copy, but this is a bit strange. So this should still break, though. That's the thing. So I'm not sure where this gets stuck. Yeah, it needs to be removed. That's my confusion here. Because it never breaks. That makes no sense. Help me step nitro. Jesus Christ. The fuck's wrong? God damn it, hamster. That's a bit weird. Did I... oh yeah, well that's wrong. There we go. That would explain that. It's the wrong answer though, as I thought it would be. Ah, well, we can fix this sort of by doing, by returning P1, comma, P2. Now doing this. Now what are you complaining about? Oh yeah. And then what do we can know? We know that this is a pair. Hmm? Oh yeah, it's not a yeah thingy. And then we just do what we did here. Just if player 1 dot size, player 2 dot size. The only issue is I need it to actually be it's ever only relevant in the last one, which is a bit annoying. So it could actually only have one that has like played top game, because everything else is always played with a copy and doesn't modify the below version. So what I could do is have one that's played. That's kind of disgusting. Because I could return make it a tuple. And do a tuple. And then this will be a bool. And this will be... there we go. There we go. So now this will do is it'll tell us the winner as well, because we not always care about that. So there we go. It's the right answer. And now I need to make this recursive, and that's gonna be fun. Oh boy. Okay, so first the rule for are we going to go into a recursive game? So if p1.size so if p1.card p1.card is over or equal to p1.size, and p2.card is over or equal to p2.size, then we play a recursive game. Else, the winner is determined by that. So we do a bool winner equals, no, it doesn't matter what it is actually. Else, oh, this always means if P1 wins. So then we do winner equals this, if winner. And otherwise we do winner equals play gets to play a game. Play game of P1, P2. Now, of course, well, that's always fine because this is immediately here. The winner of round is with the higher value card, and that's done here. But this one, before each player deals a card, there was a previous round in this game that had an exactly the same order. The game instantly ends in a win for player 1. Previous rounds for other games are not considered. So only for this game. So every single game will get a set of hashes. So what we do is we have two lists of numbers, and the order in which these will be needs to be unique. So what I do is I basically do a get hash, and I make a set of well, it'll be large ins, I guess. Let's make it a long of hashes. And then what I do is before we deal a card, So this is basically the deal card block. And then what we do is we first check if it's in there. So we get a long hash equals a function. And then we do if hashes dot find hash does not equal hashes dot ends. So if it's not found, we then add it. So we do hashes dot insert hash. It's ironic because it will hash the hash. Don't think about it. It's because we need something. Like I could make a custom hash set, I think, with a hash function, but it's not. It's the same. Else we return true. We just return p1, p2, true. Because then it was a victory for player 1. And this takes care of that rule. Now we just need to get a hasher function here. So we just do a long hasher, which is p1. It's like the same here. And then see a long results or hash equals 0. Return hash. And then we do all this. And now I just go back to what day was it that I had the hashing function at? There we go. This is my hashing function. I'll not be exactly using this, so don't worry. What are you complaining about? Oh, it's because the tuple doesn't like that. Or this is basically what we're going to be using. And in this case, we'll have... I'll make it H just to make it be slightly easier. I'm not sure I need to make it a size T. I think I do. So let's just do that. Just make it size T. Fairly easy. There we go. And now what do we do is we do for int I equals 0. I is less than p1.size. I plus plus. And I just do yoink. And then we do p1 I, and then we just copy this, and then it'll be p2. And this should create a unique hash based on the numbers in this set. So this will be our hash. This is taken from Boost, by the way. I didn't think of this myself. That's the other one. This is the one. Go away. So that's that rule. Let's get this test input and see if it terminates. Go away. Because that's basically the first question. Does it terminate? Yes or no? I need to think. Let's see. Did I implement all the rules properly? So if there was this previous round in which that exact same card in the same order, it instantly ends in a win for player 1. I had that. FIFA rounds from other games are not considered. So we have a local set, and it gets deleted once it's done. That's good. Otherwise, it must be in a new configuration. They draw the top card of normal. Here we go. The winner of the round takes the 2 cards dealt at the beginning of the round and places them at the bottom of their own deck. So this winner action is, yeah, so even it might be the lower value card if, you know, this returns something else. If it's equal, yeah. No, it's the other way around. It needs to be like that. Because basically if it's lower than the size or equal to it, then it's alright. And we already popped it, so if this is 5, then this is 5, then it's good. Alright. Otherwise, they just play. Okay, so copy. That's what we do. We pass copies. Alright, let's see if this works. 78. That is not the right answer. It's 291. Okay. So at least it terminates, interestingly enough. So let's see. I could do something like this. See what every deck is. Damn copies, nothing original. Indeed. Let's see. So what I could do is just to do an count I here, and it'll tell me which round we're in. So let's do that. Int I equals 0. Also see when it'll also tell me sort of what games and how we're playing them. Because it should see a reset to 0. Yeah, it instantly terminates. Yeah, okay, that explains a few things. We ended in 20 minutes. We'll see if I find the bug or not. So let's see. So while true, if hashes.find does not equal hashes.end. Oh yeah, whoops, my bad. That's the way. That's the mistake. 291. That works. All right. Let's test it on our actual input and see how long it takes. Yeah, this is gonna take forever, isn't it? This is gonna take forever. There must be some something clever. Let's see. I know where you have a mistake. You just tell me, but I won't tell you. God damn it. What's the mistake there, hamster? Let's see. Hasher.insert. Yeah. Yeah, sure, give me a hint. I'm not here. It's not a contest, you know? Observe your memory. Yeah, it never changes. Which means we're not copying things in it. Yeah. Get to play game. That's strange. Because we are passing a copy here of the already with the first cards removed. But it worked before. It worked in the example, so what's... Yeah, I could actually... Maybe I'll need a more precise hint, because I'm not entirely sure. Let me think. Move from the front. I have a feeling your hint is going to be slightly less useful. It's in your title, Advent of Reading Comprehension. What did I miss? What did I miss here? If both players release many cards, yep. The winner of the round is determined by recursing into a sub-game of recursive combat. If player 1 draws a 3 card, yeah. Okay, it's a copy. I do that. Their deck would be the next 3 copies. And oh, the next 3 cards in their deck. Ah, I see. Okay, yeah, that would explain it. It's a bit cruel. Let's see, CPP. I need to get a range in a deck. How do I do that properly? Oh, I can do a resize. There we go. So we can just quickly test with the original, well, the test inputs. So we know if it still does the right answer there. 291, I think. 291. And let's see. Well, there we go. It's actually doing something now. So just, oh, there we go. Too high. Huh. How's too high? Yeah, 34385. You can try my input. Yeah, I would like to do that. You can tell me, of course, too high. A. I think. Let's see. The top level game should only ever exit with this condition, which is fine because it'll like yeah. Wait, does this only work in a sub game? Maybe that's it. That it only uses that rule. No, in this game, it never specifies it has to be in this game. Yeah. Cheers. Hey, actually giving me as a TXT file. What a guy. T31596. No. You do it right. I think Hamster posts this as like a raw byte file, which is a TXT file, but it doesn't recognize it as it. So I have to like manually say open with Notepad++, which is not difficult. It's just annoying. Because I think it might like leave out an element or so at the end, but it feels weird because it should always exit using this one, and now it's too low compared to yours, huh? What? Get 2 results. Off by 1 erroring an hour. Of wait. Here, let's see. F. Should be, what is it? 31596. And then we get whatever this is. I don't think so here, because it gave me the right answer for test inputs and for my part 1, of course. P1.resize. Is that done correctly? Let me check. The thing is, we know it works right in the test game, so there's not much use there to go try that more often. Let's see. The winner of the round will be the lower. Yeah, it might be lower value, that's fine. Otherwise, this round's card must be in a new configuration. There's 2 out of 7. 7 at least worth is at least 7. Not counting the, yeah, that's fine, because I do hop front, so this removes these front cards. So this will be the 3 and the 7, and then you pass along. So this already removed the first cards. There'll be copies of the next 3 cards in their deck, and that should be, yeah. And I assume resize. There we go. And is greater than the current container, so reduced to its first n elements, removing those beyond and destroying them. Because that might be it, that this is somehow a reference? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, and I should remove the first. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a bit strange. So what's going on here? If it's the same size, yeah, 3 and this is 3, you get all cards. No, because this so this would be 3 and this would also be 3, and then you have a valid amount of cards left. So it's if it's equal or smaller. Because size isn't 0 indexed, of course. It's just an n that says it's the size in elements left. So if it's say 0, you'll never be fine. Oh wait, might there be a number 0 on the stack? Oh, that would be cruel. No, there's not. Huh. Interesting. What's going wrong here? Oh, Hamster has this as well. Sure, I could try it. I'm gonna be pretty sure. See, this is what I mean. It's just inputs. Just inputs. I'm pretty sure it'll give me the wrong answer as well, but I'm not sure. It's not a consistent error, which means it's a logic error somewhere, which is annoying. Let's see. Still appreciate it though, of course. Should play a game. P1 size, yeah. If it's true, then player 1 is 1. Now it's too high again. You snoozed saying it wouldn't work. What? If somebody snoozes while speaking, say the speaker told the truth at moments. Huh. Do I flip around the players? No, because we tested it at the start. This is true, because when it encounters the first player name, it then flips it to false, player 1, and then once it comes by again, he does it, yeah, so that works. It's not an overflow, the values are much too small for that. Is it a hash collision? Because that could be it. Because if like a few numbers are yeah. Let me see. Let me make a set. Let's just do that. Make CPP sets custom hash an unordered set. How do I construct that? Unordered set. There must be a constructor. Here we go. Yeah, hasher. So basically make this a, so let's see, what was it, 2014 or something that had it? No, 16? Here we go. So basically do this. So the logic will be copied over. And this will be a constant tuple, k, as well as another const tuple, k2. Okay, what are you complaining about? First of all, that's not right. And you needs to be no member size. Ha. Shouldn't it matter? Because it's a tuple. Oh, yeah. So it's no, it's not gonna be a tuple, it's gonna be a deck. There we go. And then we make this an set of I think you can only pass it like one. You need to pass it like a tuple of these. So that'll be like, yeah. And then we'll have there we go. So now it's only one thing. And now we just have an unordered set that is pair, comma, hash, key hash. And now what we can do is just do dot find p1 comma p2, and then we insert p1 comma p2. So this is just in case there's some kind of collision here. In theory, this shouldn't change the result, but it is slightly better to do. Let's see, while true, we don't need you here. Because I think it might be this rule with early termination that screws things up. But now, the thing with an unordered set is that if there's a collision, it will still do a slower search for the right answer. which is good. Matching token found. What? Oh, yeah. There we go. Nice. There we go. So this is still hamsters. Also, a better hasher function will make your program a lot faster. Where's my result, hamster? Alright, let's look. Don't have any hash, still don't have. No, the thing is I'm not using I think I broke something. I think I broke something. Well, it's on release, it's in debug mode, so it's gonna be slower, but still, this is extremely slow. Why is it so slow? It got an answer before in like way less time. Am I using this constructor correct? Size type. Yeah, I did it in way less memory before. Here we go. Value type, size type n. Here we go. Unordered set. Size of 0. Oh, I think that's maybe what's going on. Something's going wrong here? No, but that shouldn't... Like, this should be fine, yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's a type specifier. Yeah, type n, size, type n. Unordered set, string, yeah. Size and constant hasher, yeah. Huh. Set. Special must have class type, yeah. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Because we did it before, we did it like, let me see, 17, was it right? Tuple bool key hash, so it's type A, type B key hash. And of course the set only has one type, which is my pair, and then something to hash them by, which is the hash, which takes the pair. This is strange. Let's see. CPP set of pairs. And it'll tell you, oh, you can't do that. Oh wait, you can do that? But I assume it just does pairs of ints, right? Yeah, just those pairs of ints, not pairs of decks. CPP set of vectors. So now it should complain, oh, you can't do that. Wait, you can do that? So I don't even need this? Oh. Really? No, I see now it complains about, oh, you don't have a hasher there. So, sent here is... Oh yeah, that's an int set. Because they don't insert a deck into that, yeah. Damn it. Well, I guess I can go back to a working version. But I don't want to, because this is way... this is frustrating. Alright, fine. Let's go back to the working version. Which was here. Now it should work again. I'm very unsure why this would be so slow. In theory, we're doing the same though, so... not that bad, I guess. Yeah, it's these two. But we still have this issue. It's too large here, too small here, and too high for me as well. And it also produces very close to the same result, but that probably means that Hamster's value is fairly close to mine. I think it just terminates in a poor way somewhere. Like one spot, it doesn't pass the right, because we never pass cards back, right? Because whenever you play a sub game, it says 4-3, and hey, winner is 4-3, so you get 3-4 because player 2 won. So you do it reverse order. But it does that all correctly. Oh, we already had the right answer. Sorry, the answer stored. Sometimes you have to press space there. But I'm just so unsure. Because how did you guys store the previously played games? Because I could, in theory, create a giant list of numbers and just put it in as a tuple. In an array. Wait, what? I mean, isn't that immensely inefficient? Because hashers should, in theory, always return unique values. Size T hasher P1, P2. Is the resizing working? My first mistake was having deck 1 equal deck 2. Wait, what? You copy it? Wait. Come on. Anyway, no matter staring at the wrong answer. Oh, to save the previous decks. Okay. Yeah, that's not an issue here, because whenever we do an iterative, it always passes a copy. Or it gets... yeah, because it takes a copy. So yeah, I was overwriting, because I know Python is a bit weird with that. I assume that this resizing and copying is working proper. It might... oh, that might be an error. So we can do this. So we just count p1.size and all, and we just count p1c.size, and these are allowed to be the same. Well, I could always just count p1.card. It'll make it a lot slower, because it'll have to write all this out, but let's see. 24, 21, 21, 24, 22, 22, 21, 10, 10, 20, 15, 15. Yeah, so it never modifies the original size, which is good. 10, 8, 8, 13, 30, yeah. 12, 12, 9, 6, 6. 25, 25, 25. See, that works as well. 16, 14, 14. 12, 12, 12, 6. Yeah, so the last two numbers must be always the same. 5, 5, 2, 2, 2, yeah. So that seems to always be working fine, even when it's like ones. 6, 1, 1, yeah, so you pulled the 1. Wait, why is it 6 again? I have finally winning, son? Nope. This might be something. Why is it doing it twice in a row? Well, it might be the size. No, because it's doing a sub game. Can you win before that? I have no idea. So the pop front should delete that element. Yeah. Are there 2 6s in here? No, because they must make sure you never get the same card twice. That's wrong. This... wait, no. P... is that the size? Oh, it's a size, idiot. It's the card that, of course, that's different. No, I'm just being an idiot. But it's still... it does, you know, get... so we get 31, 30, 16, and here we get 1, 6, 1. And the only way that would work... well, actually, there might be games played in between, but... oh no, look at the size of the deck. So it goes from 31 to 31. No, but there might be rounds played in between that don't end up in this block. Bah. It's so frustrating because it's not easy to debug when your test input is right. But I think this might be where an error is. Because the size stays the same, but it could like lose a card and then win. So then lose and then win, and then you're back to normal. But they all get added on the back. And that's the thing where I'm a bit confused, because you got So you have 6 cards in the deck, P2. My hunch the error is when you resize the deck, it bugs out. That could be, but it shouldn't. I could do that. I could just do a quick breakpoint here. There we go. Let's see. When the line of the deck same as your card, it shouldn't matter then. Is this the case here? 21, no. Anyway. Let's see, so it could be true, right though. Nice, so 59, 45. Wait. No, that's correct. Yeah. Because P1 card should be 21, which was the value before that. 2150, yeah. Yeah, that's correct. So 5945, and then the copy is that, but with like the last values cut off. So that's to 20 because there's 21 values. And this, yeah, ends here. So it's 7, 23, 46 are not passed along. 22, yeah, that should be here. Oh, there's no enter here? That shouldn't matter. Oh. Well, we can always just see if it matters. But it shouldn't, though. It's not, it just has a continue in my code. So I can't imagine. Yeah, that might be true. I could add a breakpoint for that, so fairly easily, so we can just check it. Are you gonna give me my results? There we go. Yeah. But I can simply do add a conditional breakpoint conditions, which should be like p1.size equals p2.size. No, like p1 dot so p2 dot like p1 card equals p1.size. I don't think I'm allowed to do this here, but we'll see if it's. You're correct, by the way. We also need to actually put it into a variable. No, it always will get set to that, you know? No, it actually needs to be this. Because P1C is resized to that. And I know it won't allow it to be set, so what I can do is have P1 is original, yes, it's not resized yet. P1C gets resized here. It's going to be resized here, but P1 and P2 will never get changed because they shouldn't. That's why you just get 2, which is the second variable, or the third, I guess, which is the Boolean, who wins. There we go. So, yeah. So P1 and P2 size are equal. So this starts at 30, 12, 40, 50. 30, 12, 40, 50. That works all fine. I is 0 because we ignore that. But P1, yeah. The P1 card is 25, which is the value we just took off the stack. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, we see the 1 and the 6. So yeah. Yeah, I'm very unsure where the error is. Yeah, I don't know either. Because every sub-game... Because we get the right answer with the freaking test inputs. I could step through that logic to see if it always works, if it always does it correctly. $291. Let's see. Yeah, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, 4, 4, 4, 4. Size 3, 3. Yeah. Hello there. Just debugging something, and I need to go to the next. Here we go. Subgame 2, 2, 2, and 6, 6, 6. Which is correct because there's 6 elements here. And the next subgame is done here, which is 2, size 1, yeah, resulting size is also 1, 8, 4, 4, 4. That does that all correctly, and then there's one more, which is here. Wait, what? Oh yeah, 2, 1, 1. Size is 2, number is 1, resulting size is 1, and this one is 4. 6 size, 4, 4. Yeah, it all works. But why does it not work for the exam, for everything else? Is there some line that I missed? Just a quick check. We do know that player 2 wins, right? So this should be false. Yeah, it's false. 0. That works. Get to play game P1C, P2C, right? P1, P2. Yeah, that's a copy of their smaller decks. And then we make a new set of hashes. Then we make the hash. We see if it's already in there. If not, we insert it. And if we do find it, we return what we had, which is relevant. We don't even need to return these, and we return true because player 1 wins, right? Before either player deals a card, if there is a previous round in this game that had exactly the same cards in the same order in the same player's decks, the game instantly ends in a win for player 1. Previous rounds from other games are not considered. This prevents infinite games. So, I don't know what the result is going to be here, but this should not loop. $105. Don't know what the result is, but sounds about right. $105 is a result. Oh, you checked it? Okay, good. But it doesn't infinitely loop, and that's more of the question there. So that works proper. Then we take the top card into this value and we pop it. This does not destroy the reference because this is a copy and not a pointer. We then pop the front, which removes this card, because we always remove the card, because we already ignored the first step. We already checked for the entire stack. Then, if both of them are smaller or the same size as the stack, then we need to play a sub-game. That's always the case, right? If both players have at least as many cards remaining in the deck as the value of the card they just drew, the winner of the round is determined by a new game of recursive combat. Okay. So we do that. We resize it to that size, because you need to... yeah. No cards removed from the original player's decks. Yeah. Their deck in a sub-game would be copies, which is what we do here. We make a copy, we resize it, and we pass it on to the same thing. So we get from that back a winner. And then if player 1 won, we give him his own card and then the other card, which doesn't get changed at all in the meantime. Otherwise, we do the other. And now if we pay 2 wins, so he gets his card. So it's always the winner's card first, right? The winner's card might be lower value, yeah, so it's always so that the winner's card is above the other card. And here we know that your card won. And then if either of them are empty, we break, because then we know we're done with the game. And then we return if player 1.size over player 2.size, which basically means, if he has the larger deck, it's true, player 1 wins. And then we return the decks as well, because we need it for the final answer. I am so unsure where an error could be. We do all the rules proper. I don't think the hasher causes any collisions. I could check when this is done. See if it's done more often than it shouldn't. But there's no easy way to, the whole point of a hasher is you're not easily able to get the original setup back from that. So, but I don't think it ever gets done here. Yeah. After the game, editing is input to have no empty lines. Okay, that happens very often. I have a feeling there might be collisions. Oh, I have a feeling there might be collisions here. But in theory, it shouldn't do that. Yeah, we got our wrong answer. Okay, so that's one thing, alright. We get a ton of these collisions. So is this... Scrap the hash idea. Yeah. So how do I store that otherwise? I need to have like... The thing is, there's no good way to do that. What should I do? Just have a list of numbers, a set of vector. I can do that. Yeah, let's just do that. Just do a vector. Int. And then I combine decks. I just add the decks together. So we have so we just do, so don't care about you. Do like a, I don't know, vector int get vect. And then we do There we go. And this is just going to be combining the two. So we'll do vector int results for int I in p1 results dot pushback I. Still got a ton of collisions, which, well, not collisions, matches, but that seems to be parents. I guess you guys could run your code and see how often that path is taken, but this is a lot more than I would expect. Well, we'll see if the result is different. Yeah, same. 34272. 34272. So that wasn't an issue. I think it's also slower. So that's not it. I assume there's no logic difference here either. Let's see, if hashes.find, hash.insert. And this is a local one. It's not changed in the subsequent runs. Wait, only in this game? Yeah. Oh, I'm guessing that's like, yeah, if a sub-game would infinitely loop, that'll happen. Yeah. Peeps run in this game at exactly the same cars in the same order. Game instantly ends. One thing we could do is just pre-allocate this to be... There we go. Make it slightly faster. Hashes are for losers. Well, I mean... It's the same thing we do though, Hamster. It's a set of, you know, rounds. So we no longer hash it ourselves. Could we basically do the same idea? We just put a vector in here. But I just don't believe this path to be taken so often. Hashes are for browns. Do Russians even eat hash browns? We don't even do that. Let's see. Play with a higher value card, yeah. Else, there's no recursion possible, so the winner is just the one with the higher card. Cheesecakes, whatever it is. Man, this is annoying. Fuck it, I'm gonna take a look at your code and see what if there's anything different. Because I can't imagine there's anything different. Yeah, so you just do a deck configuration, which is fine. You just make a... What's that even? The first config... Might that be it? No, because the first thing we do is add it in. Wait, is that it maybe? No, because we insert it before anything else happens, but while... But shouldn't this immediately already be found? Because you have deck configuration, which is tuple of deck 1 and deck 2. And then you immediately check if it's in there and fla. What is this fla? Flay, whatever you want to call it. Turn ended. Oh, this is literally so you don't do it to the first one. Yeah. You do pop left, and then you do another copy cards. Yeah. No, it's not magic. It's just making sure you don't do it to the first one, because it never gets edited anywhere else. Magic between quotation marks. Yeah. Wait, result is 1 plus. Result is. Oh, yeah. So result is gonna be true. Wait, if deck 1, return 2. Oh, that's weird. Why do you do that? Because 1 is first deck and fair enough, but... Oh, yeah, okay, never mind, I see. Yeah, fair enough. Because this will return if deck 1 or deck 2 1, and otherwise it's going to be 1 plus. Yeah, imagine not... Exactly, imagine not starting at 0. I just use a boolean there to see if deck 1 1. Or player 1, I guess. But yeah, I do the exact same thing that you do. Hey there, Owen. It's like... extremely similar. Yeah, you do the pop left here. Oh, I see why you would do that. Yeah, but that's... Yeah. Yeah, I could also check your code, but it shouldn't... It does the exact same thing. So do I. That's the weird thing. So I don't know where my error is. One thing I could check is... no dark mode here. Yeah, it's just weird. We all do the exact same thing. Yeah, it's debugging time. We have a solution that worked for part 1 and the test input for part 2, but it doesn't work for my input part 2. Neither does it work for the other one. You might get it removed. I know that Nick's had issues there. Or I think he just voluntarily left because someone else had the issue. So total is I... Yeah, I just do start at I as the length. Because the score can't be the issue. Because that's calculated properly. So depend, and then... Yeah, if this is true, else that it's exactly the same that I do. Right, pushback? Yeah, pushback is do it at the end. That's so weird. I have a feeling it's still somewhere that this is not working as I think it does. But it should. Victor's 1, results, yeah. Shouldn't make a difference. Putting logic in the winner's deck. So we play the game. We get a return, which is a tuple of the first deck, second deck, player 1, player 2, and who won. So if the game terminates, normally this is what gets returned. And that tells me, hey, if P1 is over P2, this is true, and the winner is if P1 won, basically. So this is if this is the case, you know, the condition for a recursive game. Otherwise, it's just if P1 card is over P2 card, which is the original logic. And then if player 1 won, we first push back his own card, and then we push back the other's card. If he lost, if it's false, player 2 won, ergo, and we push back player 2's card and then player 1's card. And then if they're both empty, we break. Now in theory, I could just do this here as well. Might that be actually the error? But there's no way it's gonna add past empty decks, because there's no 0. Ha! It instantly terminates. How does it instantly terminate? What? I'm sorry, how? Oh yeah, it's yeah. How do you instantly terminate? There should never be a 0 there, and that happens. No. If it starts with an empty deck, it should in theory complain here. But I could still do it, like do this here. Oh, and now it doesn't do it. Oh, I know why. Yeah, it's wild true, and this will be false. There we go. There we go. So that's fine. Put both saving in their own. Yeah, but that shouldn't matter, because it always does this comparison. This is a Boolean operator, so the answer should be the same. If it's not, then very confused. Because that's not a logical difference. I still think this is done much more often than it should. But I don't know if it's like, it might be just intentional that it does it so often. Because I can imagine there are some very short ones you get at the end, at the termination point of a lot of recursive games. Yeah, I think it's normal too, because to me it looks like you get a lot of small decks that very quickly loop back on themselves. Same answer, yeah. So you very quickly get that. And of course, otherwise, any recursive game, there's a lot of recursive games which just might go on forever. Yeah. And rounds. Rounds, I'll insert a V. Yeah. P1, P2, true. True is player 1 wins, right? Yeah. The game instantly ends in a win for player 1, which is a true. Because then you get returned as true, and then true is player 1 gets the winner, yeah. Player 1 over player 2 size, that's done correctly. We could always just do it for player 2 as well. Just do it always for player 1 and player 2. Not that it should... No, because the game should still end with an empty deck, just in different orders. For the other player, it should have an empty deck. Just the first player should have it in a different order. 987 times for your input. Well, then we're gonna try your inputs. Yeah, exactly. No, thank you. I actually wanted to. I was thinking about, oh, maybe I can ask you if someone wants to do that, but I need to let it run for a while. I think we're so close to the right answer. It's not going to be an off by 1 error, no, but it's going to be somewhere in the logic. Well, there might actually be an off by 1. Like, I was thinking, Mike, just take hamsters or Eurocode and just transcode it into C++ and see where that gets me, but that's... I don't like that. It really wouldn't surprise me if it's some... Why is it taking so long? If it's some quirk of, if it's some quirk of C++ that I got bit by. Immediately returns. Because that's the winner of the game or the winner of the round? Might that be the error? The game instantly ends in a win. Yeah. Of course. Why is this taking so long? There we go. Yeah, that would explain something. It happens way too often. But why? If rounds find that equals round.end. Yeah, exactly. There's something wrong there. If it takes, well, I'm in debug mode, but even then it shouldn't take like over a minute. So, okay, in theory it won't be very long, the list, so I could just store it as a vector of vectors and then go through it manually. But I can't imagine that wouldn't fail. The thing is, it happens thousands of times, 2,000 times, so manually, like I put a breakpoint here and then check if it's actually true, but, well, let's do that once, at least. tons of rounds. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Wait, okay, this is wrong. Do you just get ignored for I and P1? Pushback I, what? Well, first of all, this shouldn't matter. Okay. Copying a deck into a vector. This should... Yeah, but... My deck dot add I. No, but that should be fine. We could do a copy, but... Okay, so this seems to be the issue, which is weird. Okay, let's put a breakpoint here. Copyright struck. Thank you, DMCA. Size is 100? What the fun? Well, that seems to be doing it all right now. Okay, that seems to work. How the hell did that... If that was the error, I'm going to fucking slap whomever made this, which is mostly going to be me. Because, what? How did the... So what you put between brackets pre-allocates space, so it reduces the amount of resizes you might have to do of your vector, but actually we know the size predetermined is going to be 50 at most, but it still takes ages, so I think we didn't actually get it right, but what the hell? I don't know why that's an error, but apparently it just fills the start with garbage? Because it shouldn't pre-allocate zeros. Actually, maybe it does. We still get the same answer, though. That's really weird. Why do we get the same answer? Size is 3. Wait, why is the size always the same? Is that the issue? Wait, what? Why is the size always the same? That's not possible. 18, 15, 50. No, that's right. That makes perfect sense, of course. Because you always... The number of cards never shifts around. MP1 and P2 card are still left over from the last session, so if I check P2 or P1, they should have 15 and 50. Yeah, at the back. 50 because you won. And so now I should check if I already found 27, 50, 15. There's a lot of values here. Yeah, but I don't want to. It's also because it should, in theory, just be fairly simple. 27. Yeah. V is our vector. 27, 50, 15. 50, 15, 41, 39, yeah, yada, 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 yada. 12, 13 values in total. Should it be this first one that it loops back onto? No. I just don't know. I have no idea. I'm so lost as where to find. Because we know that the number that it recurs should be far, far lower, but this is not a wrong recursion. I should do the check at the end, maybe, when we change the deck. So this shouldn't make a difference. Do you get size correctly? What do you mean size correctly? You mean p1.size? Yeah, I've used it before, and I think it works fine. I don't think there's an issue with that because there's no length. I could look it up here. Deck. There should be a size. Here we go. Capacity. Return size. As you can see. Unsigned integral type. Yeah, but it gets compared to P1 card, which is an int. Might that be the error? I mean, I could change this to a size T. And then make the decks as well. Everything. Not that it should matter much. What is the length of the element that is stored for checking for recursion? Oh yeah, we checked that, so it should always be consistent, and it was. We got no strange things there. 2 minutes. Yeah, let's can this. because the combination of P1 and P2 should always be correct. So it should always be the same, because P1 because any card taken from P2 will be put into P1. Yeah, let's play another game, we get that back. Stumped. Properly stumped. I think maybe canning it and just working on just transcoding one of yours is better. But I have a feeling we're still going to run against this deck issue, because I wouldn't know how to write a similar one in C++. I could, of course, do it slightly different and do a vector of vectors. And do a vector... Holy crap, how are you not done yet? So do a vector of vector and then just do... So this should work the same. Also, I still don't know why it doesn't terminate. Is it because I put it to the wrong side? I think so. Oh yeah, because we didn't do removal. Crap. Anyway. Let's actually just flip this around. If it's found... We're done here, return that. Else... Yeah, if round equals... this might infinitely recurse, actually. Not entirely sure. Because I think this equalizer thing might be bad. Being now, begin. What? Oh, it's equal. What the hell is a Kolobok? I wouldn't know. Nice formatting there. What? A small yellow spherical being. God. A similar tail with a pancake. Oh, goddamn German Russians, man. Seldom terminates, which is weird as hell. No, stop doing this. I think that works. I think I should just rewrite the entire damn thing. I'm a bit annoyed. I always dislike it when my instantly works. The thing is, I also haven't been getting any different results whenever I change something, which is... Man. Yeah, I'm stumped here. I have no idea. Technically don't even need to do this, you can just do this. Also, like, how hasn't this terminated yet? 2 minutes. Interesting spike of memory there. Seems like a whole bunch of games just ended. Huh. So with mine it gets a far much lower number. But this was not the same number we had before. 344, 385. And the thing is, like, after solution still... I think it's because his might have just more recursions. I'd like to know what my answer is so I could figure it out, but on the other hand... Give me your input, sure. Huh. Shouldn't I be able to do this as a text file? Ah! Fine, let's do it that way. I think after one of those might take ages to do. There you go. Player one wins, yeah. I really think it's just me getting screwed by C++ somewhere. I can quickly check if it still works for part 1. Yeah, 312.69. It's 50 seconds for me. Jesus Christ, that is long. Let's see. 31151. Yeah, the thing is, knowing the answer is great, but I need to know the where my error is, and that seems to be 31269, 31269. That seems to be just. Yeah, I can just say it's so in release to show that the speed is not exactly the issue. Literally instantly. Wow, okay, I did not know that debug and release mode made such a difference. Holy crap. Yeah, that's what Aftersh gives me. Yeah, okay, so speed is not the issue here. It's just logic. And again, I just don't know. Because both your and okay, I could. But there's nothing that we do different as far as I know, logic-wise. You take the card, you pop the left, you check the do you recurse, yes or no. So that is if card 1 less or equal to size, same there. And then you do the result, which is winner of the resized ones, which I do here. I assume that copy cards, yeah, just do for iron range card. Otherwise, it's 1 over card 2 over card 1. Oh, yeah, because you do it the other way around. So if it's false, you have 1, which is... Winner is for me if player 1 wins. And for him is card 2 over card 1. So player 1 wins, this is false, which means it's 1, which means 1 wins. Then you append card 1, append card 2. Yeah, and it works. And because he doesn't modify his decks, he didn't print the score at the end. Is that the error? Thinking about the decks at the end. Quickly, I am half in my mind just entering the score you gave me because I just cannot find the error. And 0, yeah, it gets all the cards. And you win as well, player 1, so it's the character. I'm stumped. I just have no idea. How the hell? I could post it on the subreddit, see if someone can help there. We checked resizing before already. I don't know. I just have no clue. This is frustrating because the logic seems sound, but we still get the wrong answer, and I think it's in the recursion because After had like maybe 1,000 and I had 2,000. But V is just the 2 of decks appended to each other. And that find V should just work. Let me see if there's some errors there. CPP set of vectors. Find error. Nah, I need to see something else. Because that's using a... No, this is actually an error, not an... No, this is a find in vector. I need to find in sets. Vector of sets. Vector set fact. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I can't seem to see any reason this would be wrong. Because rounds.find, it finds the v, and if it's equal to the end, it's not there yet, and then we insert it. And then play around. That be? This shouldn't matter at all. Same answer, yeah. Still good to do, but... I mean, this should just be the first one. This is, we saw this, like, it's not defined if it's out of bounds, but 0 will always be out of bounds, in bounds. Because, thank there, hamster, because I am I'm on the verge of bassing myself here. I don't want to spend all day on this, and rewriting it in your code is like transcribing this code is just not gonna matter. Yeah. Reversed. What do you mean reversed? Cursive game. Yeah. Part 2. For both of them. Oh, this basically means the card gets added on to the end. Else, reversed C. Oh, that's the... Yeah, just order of the cards. C is the 2 cards. P pop 0 for P and P. Yeah. These are game states that append. Yeah. Tuple P for yeah. It's all the same. Just makes it a 2, makes it one long thing, and you check it. But it finds way more recursion than when it shouldn't. So what I could do is I could do a double check for the recursion. Um, yeah, because it'll find one. It will find it basically. Because I could do like I could do this, and then if boop it's not equals ends, then we can do like for size t in its seconds. I have no reason to doubt this though, because these two numbers should be identical, but there apparently is a moment when they aren't, and I can't imagine the error is here, which leads me to think that the error might be in here, but I don't know. It's optimized away and not available. Huh. Wait. It's optimized away and not available? But you can't optimize that away. How is it optimized away? What? How do you... Oh, well, I'm sure. It always works. And I don't have a reason to disbelieve this at all. That's the issue here. What I could do is I could kind of do another comparison. Just see if they're equal. Then I'm just... It's nonsense. Thing is, I need some kind of example of an error where it actually doesn't work, but there's no... It's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's one with like 87 or so, 88 items. It just works. I think I just need to call it here. I'll take a... No, screw it. We're gonna take a look at advert code, the subreddit, see if there's any help there in C++. Because this is getting ridiculous. Let's see. What? Yeah. Let's see. Viz.count. What's clicking? I am very unsure what he's doing. What? Really? Oh, that is disgusting. But I guess it works. I'm gonna try his method. Yeah. He just has a slightly different definition. That's fine. Because we can just edit that one. Yeah, you don't really need this else statement. It's true. And he does this. Yeah, so P1, P2, no member contains. What? Does he have his custom? In order to set a string. What? What do you mean it doesn't have it? But well, I can always do a find. Might that be the error? And then here I just need to change it to... What? Did I miss a... So why are these... Well, first of all, that's wrong. So let's just rerun this. Well, it's a different result. What? Wait, which was this again? This was my own? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. None of them are the same as this. Wait, no. It's the same as Aftersh's results. Wait, how did this fix it? What is different here? Okay, so we fixed it. I have no idea how. I'm going to take a quick look once I get my final answer in. Which is correct. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Control Z a bit. And Control, yeah, until I deleted the other parts. That was a fairly easy change. There we go. So, so what I can do now, P1, P2, what the hell? I'm so confused. So we quickly make this working again. So there we go, size T. So what I can do now is don't do this, but if so this will only get done if it's actually not the match. So now what I can do is I can put a breakpoint here and say, hey, what you're finding here is complete bunk. Because the thing is, what this does is kind of the same thing. Dot end. Because instead of a set, we use an unordered set. And he just kind of puts it to a string. Which in theory should be the same. Cannot dereference string or trait because it's out of range. What? Is it? Oh, is it that? What? Why do you error out there? What? Why doesn't that work? Okay, let me try it in release mode for a second. What? It works in... Oh, I think I... Okay, so my debug mode uses a different version of C++, and I don't know how to change that. The fudge. Where was it again? There's a setting I've done before where you can change the C++ version you're using. No, not that one. No, I'm done. But okay, here's something fun, Hamster. So I used a slightly different version that used strings instead of just a vector. And so I run it in release mode. This is my code. It's my solution. And it gives me the right answer, right? Okay, now I put it in debug mode. And it errors out. Still looking like bag day. No, we're done here. Yeah, what the I have no fucking clue what's going on. String res 0. This is just a size. So you make a string and you do like... Yeah, I don't know. So I think it's like... Because I know what I did earlier was actually I changed the configuration properties. Okay, where do I do that? What happened is that I'm using like the wrong C version somewhere. Project property pages. There we go, properties. Configuration properties, configuration. C plus. There's nothing here. Here? Project properties? Nope. Because I changed it before. It's still this. Configuration properties general. That's the one I need. Configuration properties. Where the fuck are my configuration properties? Configuration, you're not sorted. No, you are. Debug property pages. Yeah, that's what I want. Go away. Debug options. Oh, is that one? Yeah, there we go. So this should be set to 17. And now it shouldn't error out anymore. It still does. Okay, why? What's the exact error? Cannot dereference because it's out of range. What? You add a pipe there. Oh, fuck me. I found the error. Oh, fuck me. I found the error. Oh, Jesus Christ. If this works, then I know what the error is. Oh. Damn it, show me the answer, but I think it was right. I'm so dumb. Okay, you know what the error was? The error was that it would, if the start of one set was the same as the end of another set, it wouldn't differentiate between the two, which one it was. It would just stack it onto each other, and this 0 will act as an identifier there. But fun. Oh my god. That's also why I never could find the error, because I never differentiated between which set it was in. Oh, I'm such an idiot. And of course the hasher also wouldn't have found that. Oh, good grief. It's still way slower than I thought it would be now. Good god. Oh my good grief. Well, I have found my error at least. Oh, Jesus Christ. That should not have been so difficult. Was it C++ biting me in the ass in the end? No, it was just me being stupid and not realizing that. One line fixed it. Alright, I'm gonna go eat some breakfast and I'll contemplate killing myself with nep-neps today. Breakfast is the first meal of the day, Baz. Anyway, that hurts, but we're done. Break fast. It's literally the first meal of the day, Baz. Anyway, that was painful. I'll see you guys later. Have a good, have a good afternoon till then.